Greetings to the crypto community. We are pseudo-anonymous. We are here to smash that like button. We believe this content needs to reach more people like you. We are watching. We are listening. Most importantly, we are liking and subscribing. We are pseudo-anonymous. Expect us.
Go! I did it for the music one time. And I think it liked it. Did it say do it for the music or do it to the music? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to begin. Are you ready for disco nights? There's no music. It's disco night. There we go. Welcome to Late Night Crypto Charts with Road Dog. My name is Lane and I am your crypto idiot this evening. As we navigate this idiot world of crypto that we decide to put our life savings into, hoping for a better life. And today's just been kind of wishy-washy. A little sea of red, a little sea of blue, or a little sea of green. And everybody's wondering what the crap happened today. It pumped up, it came down. What's going on? We will get into all of that. First, I want to come back to this pretty Tangem wallet screen. If you don't have a Tangem wallet, you are missing out. Especially, it's a great place to hold your A0 and your Caspa and a lot of other coins that you just don't find on some of them hard to use wallets. Just throwing that out there. And if you'd like to save 10% off of their already cheaper than the other guys' wallets anyway. Code DOG, D-A-W-G. Can't forget that. So order from the app or order from the website. Use that code, get an extra 10% off your purchase. Courtesy of the dog. Our stream tonight. To do due diligence. Until I get my crazy music video out. I do want to give a shout out to TZ Audio handmade mics in California. I like the sound so much that I replaced my Elvis mic with this one. This one has really won me over. And now we can get on with things. Let's go over to the chart. See, there's Strega, man. My right hand man, Strega. How's it going, man? Just glad it wasn't starting at 11:30. How's it going, Strega? Whatever keeps crypto happy, he says. XRP's taking a dump. Ooh. Man, I don't have that one on here. And we have Grimmer in the house. Can we please check out CTI? We can do that. First, we're just going to take a real quick look at Bitcoin, which is basically where it was 4 hours ago. The good thing is it's above both of these trend lines, this horizontal one and the big orange one. That's the one that we don't want to lose. Don't want to lose it. You getting ready to go up, Bitcoin? You getting ready to pull something here? What are you doing? Are you? You thinking about it, huh? Not sold yet. Not sold yet. I'll watch you, though. See if I need to add into my trades. All right, so listen, Bitcoin's doing what it does, blah, blah, blah. Boring as crap, and that's how we want it right now. We want Bitcoin to become a little bit boring as we head into this weekend, so there are altcoins can have a little bit of a ride up. Because, baby, they're doing good. Do you see this? Bounced off that trend line twice. Now we're headed back up. And what's happening over here? This is crazy. Unexpected. Whoa, shocker. This is good for altcoins. I did not see this earlier. This turned out to be a bear flag. So, Mr. Bear Flag, where can you take us, Mr. Bear Flag? It says all the way back down to the bottom of this trend line, down to 51%, dropping another percent. Hey, did you like the taste of your altcoins when Bitcoin dominance dropped down here? Well, it looks like we're about to get it again. So round 2, a pumpty pump of alts, looks like it may be on its way. That's what I'm seeing. Road Dog, you see all kinds of things, though. You need to lay off them gummy bears and stuff. I do like CVS gummy bears. Particularly Jolly Rancher Green Apple. All right, so we already went over the indices and everything. It is 11:09. Let's spend the rest of this time with altcoins and help me stay on track here. Got that, little guy? If not, I'll be here for 3 hours. I know I'd do it. So get your coins ready. I've got a list of just some of the exciting ones to go over there. Pumping our bags. Pumping my bags, because I invest in what I put out there on the channels, most of it. All my videos out there, I'm in most of every one of them. Or was. Until they died. All right. XRP. Down to 66 cents, huh? Wow. Well, she can have a little bit more of a fall there, but my personal opinion, considering how most altcoins are doing, she's trying to get a bounce off this 50 moving average. That may stick. We may have seen it, although there's no really support other than the moving average there. And once we got started up here, I mean, we can still come down to the bottom of the trend line, and even if we do get down to 63 cents, not a bad thing, because I would expect XRP to kind of follow suit of all the other altcoins, which have been getting a bounce in these patterns and heading back up to around 80 cents. So kind of what I'm seeing there as being the most probable probability. Coming up to our juicy 161.80% on this Fibonacci extension tool, giving us also a 2618 area up here, also at 82 cents. Makes me feel groovy. Makes me feel nice. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside for the possibilities of where my XRP bags could possibly go. Still, there's too many of those dang coins out there in the market, and that's why it acts like a stable coin. That's just me ranting. I got all gussied up for you tonight. All right, so XRP, I think it's just doing the normal correction, doing the normal things it does. But cool, look at this much bigger channel. We bounced off the top and bottom of it. So ultimately, we're headed to the top of it, and so $1 is definitely not out of the question. Just in the little course that it has decided to venture on. So that's kind of cool. Because this is in a bigger pattern, just like what we looked at. Bounced off the bottom. Baby. Oh, you almost fooled me there. You went down here. I got to get that one. 272 says that we can go to $1.07 for XRP. So 1.272. And maybe one of these days we'll see that get back up to around $2 to $3. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? I feel like this microphone has a life of its own. Straight up my tie. All right, so the other coin we're going to look at is, and we may need, a lot of people are probably not familiar with that one. But CTI, Clintex. I think I know what we're missing. CTI. Oh, now look at this. Total supply is 191. I don't see a maximum supply, but I like what I see so far. Half of that is out in circulation. That's 191 million. Half of that, 83 million's out in circulation. Oh, look, circulation. Oh, look at that. This actually gets to break it down for you. Shareholders, blah, 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 partner sleep, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what the unlocked schedule looks like on that, but it has got a very tiny market cap right now at 1.4 million. I mean, if it's got a use case, you want to take a risk, be a little degen, take a risk on one of those early coins when they're down at the lows. This thing reached an all-time high of 39 cents 2 years ago. And we're sitting where? A little under 2 cents. A little under 2 cents. Now, it's grown a lot in the past 2 months, so there's eyeballs on it. September 09. This thing was like jeez. I don't even know. It's not a tenth of a penny or 5 tenths. Less than a tenth of a penny. What is that? 20th of a penny? It was cheap 2 months ago at 3,600% return since then. So apparently it's going to be skyrocketing off the charts, but for 2 months it's made humongous gains. So that's something interesting. I have no idea what it is. I think I've looked at it before, but I can't remember what it did. Is it on my post-it note that I never look at? Man, I think I'm Prop C. I forgot about that one. We want to change that. I don't know what this is. This does not look like it loaded. Clinical trials. Oh, I think I remember seeing that. I don't know why their website's not coming up. I thought it was a decent website. Pharmaceutical industry and yeah, CTI and AI intelligence. That was an interesting play. That was, if this is for real. Because you have to question. You just have to question. Always question. Is this for real? Are you really working towards something? So worth a darn deep dive. If we can ever get that page to work there again. What I need to do is come over here to Coin Market Cap, and they'll just give us a breakdown a little bit more about what it is. It looks very interesting to me. Now this has got a little bit different information. It says $2.2 million market cap. 191 million, 181. Total supply is 181. Circulating supply is a little bit more according to them, 124 million. So we got a little bit of differences in reporting here on each exchanges. We do have the overall chart. Typical bear market bullcrap. It's available on KuCoin Gate.io. That's probably why I have not looked into it, because I don't have access to it. Clinical Trials Intelligence is a scalable blockchain built for clinical trials to serve as a single source of truth for the clinical trial and pharma industry and designed for wide adoption by the stakeholders of the ecosystem. It has been designed to transform the medicine development industry through the application of predictive analysis, machine learning, and novel use of blockchain technology and smart contracts in clinical trials. I like that. I want to actually see a little bit more about it. But so that's me clicking on the white paper. I have to red flag this stuff though. And that's me clicking on their link to the website, and we got the same thing though. And I'm going to give that a little red flag. So there's some concerns I've got that we got to iron out before I look at you seriously for being a play. Before a trade, hey, that's open. That's just open game right there. So CTI, let's take a look at it on the charts over on KuCoin. We have looked at this one before. There was a trade set up for it. How are we working on that trade? Basically, we got to get up to this 236 area at 2.5 cents, and we're sitting at 1.8 cents. That was the trade to get in at 0.14, and it's just currently just tapping that daily moving average. Trying to figure out if it's going to go above or below, but chances are with this Ichimoku cloud in the green and the money flow coming up from the red going up there, we are getting ready to pass it, and then the 9 moving average will cross the 200, leading us to victory over here at 2.5 cents. And what will happen there, my friends? Well, we have got to get above it. Now, may not get above it the first time. No, may not. In that case, bye-bye. Come on now. In that case, if we didn't, I would look to these pullbacks to these areas. Actually, I mean, any of these areas. If it bounces here, it's continue a strong move. And this would be a good move. 618 could be very typical. Could give a retracement right back to around the 200 moving average. Somewhere through here at this, I'm going to just keep drawing lines on here. We could get a retracement and get a better entry and then shoot up to some higher targets. That's just one scenario, or it just may blast through and just keep on going. We can't predict the future. We can just watch it and see what's likely to happen, but there is a measured move for us. Let me get rid of these circus lines here. I moved that line by mistake. Slop up. Now this one's kind of far-fetched, but that one says we can go to 6 cents as a measured move for this falling wedge that we're in. But keep in mind, we're in a bigger pattern here. Got a big old orange trend line. Another little awkward kind of shape there. Not really feeling that as being so accurate looking at it on this time frame. That's going to be some resistance here. I only got 2 touches there, so may not be as strong of a trend line. Something to look for in the future. So we had this trade set up going there. Let me get that out of the way so we can see what we got on the charts here. Depending on how you look at that. There's no volume, so I will keep that line this way. There's a wick there, there's a top there. I'll run with this, and we haven't got a breakout yet. Let me get a little bit more realistic measured move. And we've got that up here to 618 at 50 cents, so confluence right there, that's a good target. So it's got good potential to get there. I don't know how long it will take it, but just keep in mind there's a much bigger pattern with a much bigger measured move. Eventually seeing 17 cents out of this guy. I like that nice rounded bottom, and it could be working on another cheek to the bottom right here. And we'll just slowly make it up. But we do have to get beyond this area here, 6 cents. Once we do that, it's off to the races. And since I'm on the daily chart, that means that this is going to take a couple of weeks, maybe a month or two to actually get there. So it's kind of a little bit definitely a swing trade for some of those higher targets. Even a swing trade just to get up to around 6 cents there. But so far, it looks kind of good. Hey, Grimmer, how's it going? DeFi guys here. And Charting Crypto, how's it going, Charting Crypto? CC, what's up, man? I hear good things happen to your portfolio when you smash that like button. Well said, my friend, well said. It is disco night here at the Road Dog Lounge. And Marco Shin is in the house as well. All right, so we've checked out CTI. Let's move quickly on. Somebody else have one? A-Star is definitely one that I found out what my problem was, I believe. I'll have to use that Vipper thing that you flip on your phone. The Vippin. You got to Vippin it to get access to some of these coins. So I got a little bag of this and I've been able to track it because it just wasn't showing up on Mixie sometimes. Let's clear this guy out. She looks to be doing another nice little double bottom tick right there. I like that. Do have a measured move from apparently this funky looking. If we can draw it. This part I have no problem putting into a falling wedge. It's these parts that just make life kind of weird. But we do have it's heading toward our 618 Fibonacci that we had right there marked at 7.4 cents. Still looking for that measure move to get us up here. And keep in mind with the double bottom scenario that now we got another measure move. Or maybe that's where we got that one. That or his confluence. I'm going to label this as double bottom so I don't look like an idiot next time I come back here and don't remember what I did. Double bottom. I have to take notes. But keep in mind, on the bigger picture, I mean, if this is like a long-term hold, which it is for me, I want to just see what this guy does. Oh, we got some more. I've already done all this. All right, cool. I've already done it, man. I've already done it. It's another double bottom. Oh, no, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Oh, shoot. If it's not confirmed, let's just be real. It's possible double bottom on the big time frame. Could be happening. Could be. Not saying it is. Just a neat situation that may play out. And if we clear this area at 11 cents, right at 12 cents, and then we could be looking for a nice bigger target. I got one here at 18 cents for somewhere. It's a blue. It's a measure move. So I knew I should have labeled that. And we got 20 cents possibly to be on the cards if that scenario does play out. So I kind of like that. So put a possible double bottom scenario there on that one too. So A-Star, get your work cut out for you, but nobody says it's going to be a straight ride, right? But I see some good potential. 6 cents to 20 cents. I likes it. Oh, you guys have been talking. And how about A0? Man, A0's been doing good, CC. The bags are pumping, huh? And A0, you can actually store it on Tangem Wallet. Because I was like, gosh, where am I going to move this? And luckily that one opened up at just the right time. So basically break out of a falling wedge. It's got some volume there. That's important. Like that. We got above the 236 and now we're just kind of struggling at the 382 area. So can we range out, flag out, whatever? Yeah, being above this one's a big one for me. This is what I'm looking for in all my altcoins right now. I need you to get above the 236. Else we're going to sit here and range and maybe get a double bottom there. But no, A0's made the move above $1.02. So my next target is 151 and then right up here to 183. The measure move, I believe, is probably already played out just for the channel alone. We're getting really close to it. If you put it at the breakout, it should take us up to 136. So that's a nice little target. Sometimes I like to put them if they come back and ride that leg down. I like to put it there. And that's just getting us just above where we need to be, above that 382. So Misa likes it. And then there's some people out there that will take a measure move from here and apply to this. Not the standard way, but I'm not going to knock it. We can look at it. It does kind of have confluence right up here with this $2 area. So, hey, you wanna? I mean, I'm going to be mad at it if it does. You didn't follow the rules and go by the right measure move. Like that. I just pumped your bags, bitch. This is a family show. Excuse my language. Pardon me. That was just unacceptable. I don't appreciate that language. All right. So A0 looks awesome to me. I liked it. I got targets up to 250 though. But what? I do need to label this guy or else I'll forget. This was the crazy measure move. I'm just throwing it out there. So I like A0. Looks like it's just doing what it should do. It's above the 9 moving average on the daily, so you know we're tracking good, man. This is what an upward trend looks like, riding that 9. I don't know how that sounds with this disco/porno movie music in the background though. That mounts riding the 9 may sound kind of. This is a little bit concerning here, losing this. Did we lose it? Check myself. Check yourself, road dog. Make sure you're right now. You got some room for error there. We may be okay. We may be okay. You flirting with it though. That's dangerous. That's nasty. You stop that. That's nasty. You need to go up. You gotta tell them what to do sometimes. That helps. Give it a little guidance, man. There may be a pullback down here, man, to the 50 moving average. We may retest this $2 area if we lose this trend line. Could happen. There's a little bit of divergence there, saying that, hey, we might take a little bit of a deeper correction, but you know what? Until that actual 9 moving average crosses over that 21, it's not official. Not official. So it could fool us. It could fool us and just bounce right back above that 9 moving average. Don't put it past it. Just saying. We want to stay away from this cloud though. Green cloud's not good for it. Toxic. It's like a nasty fart. You don't want to get in the middle of it. You don't. Strega says 90 cents would be killer. 90 cents for A0? Man, that would be a great area to get it back. To jump back in. Is that possible? I would hate to see that. I would rather see it continue its move and stay above that 382, but it's possible to definitely come back. Let's not forget that. Strega, you checked me there. That's a good point. You did. Bringing it back to that 618 area. Definitely a possibility. Because don't forget about the retest. When you get a breakout from these falling patterns, whether it be a wedge or a channel, there is a good chance. It's usually around 64%, if I remember correctly. Chance to come back and to retest these areas at the breakout. Or gosh, in some cases it goes and rides that leg. We don't want to see that. The biggest thing that I like about it is that money flow is in. Money flow is in, and look on the daily. This is probably the best sign I've got. It's still there. It needs a little help. It needs a little bit more, but it's done all the hard work. And even though we got this red dot up here and stochastics are coming down on the daily, that money flow is going to keep anything really, really tragic from happening. And that's my personal opinion on that. It like softens any kind of hard landing. So, and I will say, as long as we're riding the 9, we're doing fine. Jazzy, what's up? There's only 3 people here and you still won't answer questions? Uh-oh, did I miss something? Uh-oh. We've offended. Well, you see, I'm working with this over here and I just kind of come down as we go, so I just don't remember seeing it. We just got through with charting crypto and oh, there you are. Because I just got here to 90 cents would be killer, so Yeah, there's a little delay with the stream and, you know, maybe some impatience. But I was getting to knock it. That's actually on my list. I'm not claiming that fib call. That fib call is right in line with this 200 moving average, though, Strega. I mean, that's definitely possible. But with the 9 moving average crossing that soon, hopefully we won't see that. I mean, if we want, you know, we want these bags to pack. Ichimoku Cloud's got his back. So I don't see a major pullback, but it's possible. I would definitely dip into it. That's a great place to buy it and polish off your bags. All right. Naka is on my list. I don't know if Jazzy. Typing Jazzy in there is still in the house or not, but was going to do it anyway. Man, this little bag has turned into quite a sizable little bag. I'm pleased. I just wish I'd got more then. That's famous last words. Man, it has bumped my last target there at 143. Is that the end? Well, no, not at all. It just means it's time to look at the charts in the new light. So, because our parabolic move has kind of went parabolically straight freaking up, and it can't keep doing that. I'm trying to find a good trend line here. I think this is a situation that's probably best for fibs. So from the swing high down to this swing low. Look what we're doing. We are testing that magical area. This is going to tell us whether we continue up or whether we kind of just come down and do some other nasty stuff. So very crucial that we hold that $1.42. We need to get above that guy. And then I would be looking at 229 as the next zone to go to. So that's what we got at the big picture. Now, if you want to look and see where the hopium places are, I wouldn't say it's hopium. Just a broader outlook of where we could possibly go. We can do that because all these targets are right through here are legit. And I especially like this one right here. It's coming in at $7.56. Especially like that one. And since we got that, let's look at this other one. This is kind of a stretch, but possible maybe 10. Let's move that little guy back to where we had him. So me likes it. We've been in a long accumulation here, and then we started taking off, and you know the story. The smartest people and the most happiest people in Naka right now were getting it, you know, when it was about 8 cents, 6 cents. I didn't come into the scene and really start digging into it when it was around 28 to 31 in that area. And I've been very pleased. So my personal bag is up 474%. And I believe this one can do some damage. Now, from where we were talking about it on the channel, I was doing some videos and trying to tell everybody about the potential for this one. What I saw anyway. I thought it was going to be a good runner. Coming up to 382, that's a 6x. And if to $63.71. That's 631% there. Now from where we are now to make it up to our next level there, that's a 63% return. So if we can break up above this area, flip it as support, there is this area right back here that might be a key area for that. What is that? $1.17. Could we drop there? We could just flag out under here and try to tackle it again. If it's not ready to break through there. But I say give it a chance because it looks like it's got the momentum to at least give it a run. Now there's some bearish divergence on the momentum waves, but I don't put as much stock in those. I'm not seeing it so much on the RSI. Not really. Very, very weak. So that gives me a little bit of hope that, hey man, we might actually make it above there. So that's what I'm looking for it to actually make 143 and stick above that, or else, we're going to come down and go sideways a little bit. Hey, Grimmer, not a problem. So Ethereum has been on a tear. We have not looked at Ethereum yet. Apparently, BlackRock, the rumor is BlackRock is putting in for an ETF. I think is it a futures ETF? I'm not so sure. Or are they applying for spot? But it just made Ethereum just pump up, and we're almost confirming an inverted head and shoulders there. Not quite to the neckline, but a little bit more. And we did have a measure move. It has not yet hit on Ethereum. Our measure move was taking us to 2157. We've not quite made it there. But we get up here and confirm this. Man, this is going to be a nice move once we get the breakout. And we got the measure move, I think, from that. Inverted head and shoulders pattern. Yeah, we've already got it. I left the stick up there. At 31.98, so just a little under $4,000. Hey, it may take it a while to get there, but that's what the charts are saying. It's possible. And the target that we're about to hit actually came from this one right here within this bigger pattern. So I like what things are looking. They look good, man. They look good for Ethereum for more upside. Another one to look for right now is the ETH BTC chart. This guy has been, Thomas Bukowski says that price needs to rise into a cup and handle. Price has risen up. It did fall, and I'm taking it as rising up again on one of these. The neckline or the lip line that we're getting corresponds with this high right here, giving us a very solid lip line on this, right? And then the measure move. Well, I may have to actually extend that measure move. Okay. Would be the length of the bowl straight up to there, and it actually goes on top of this lip line. So target that we could hit is 0.155 BTC per Ethereum. Currently we are at 0.057, which is low. Hasn't been this low since back June of 2022, and also around June of 2021. So I've been looking at this thing since I first started my channel with this same pattern. It didn't break out during the bull market. So when it does break out, I expect it to be huge, but whatever you got, it's an interesting Bitcoin play, a way to slowly grow your Bitcoin. If you stay in Ethereum and we rise up there, put $1 or one Bitcoin into Ethereum here, well, you come out with about 3 Bitcoin in the end, if this works out that way. So, and it's a very reliable, when you find a true cup and handle, they are usually very reliable patterns. And so far, this one's kept the rules. It's just got a really long handle, so just kind of weird. And turtle slow to do anything. But right here on the weekly, we're getting the big old famous green dot down here. And money flow is starting to come up. VWAP starting to show some signs of turning around. And with all the attention starting to go into Bitcoin and Ethereum now, that's what we can expect. Trigger says he's got CT out in his sticky note. Awesome. Somehow I just feel a little out of sorts. I just don't feel like myself today. Whatever could be causing that? Have to get out of costume here for just a second. Totally goes with the outfit. Totally does. Totally does. All right, guys, let's go down the list here. A few others. So TRB has been on the tear, but she's got a big pullback, and it's got a lot of people kind of concerned. So I'm not in on this one. I've told my story on it. I'm sure that nobody wants to hear that again. Look at that move. That's amazing. Now, over here in May of 2021. We were getting these crazy prices, and here we are doing it right just at the end of a bear cycle. I find that kind of crazy. So obviously we are getting a pullback, and right off the bat, just eyeballing the 9 moving average here on the weekly. Strong target. Now it can continue going up, but that does correspond, if you look over to your left, a nice little support area. So there's some confluence for that area around $69, $70. Now to figure out where we're going, the best that I can do is to look back where we've been. We blasted up to the 786, almost to the 886 Fibonacci there. If we're looking for future prices, I would be looking for 208, possibly 230 out of this. If we're looking for a pullback, if this is as high as we're getting, that 886, which very well could be, that's a good toppy top area. We can now pull a fib from swing low to swing high. And it also gives us a 618 coming right in here at this area too. So I think $70 may be what we see out of this. Although, I mean, we lost the 236 so far. There's a chance we may catch at 91 and get a bounce up. That's definitely possible. But most likely, I'm looking for maybe a retest of this support line area. Maybe coming down to the 786 because it's got confluence right over here too. So those are 2 possible areas to look for in case, we got a pure block move. What happens after that? Well, things just kind of come down and go sideways. Down and sideways. It's not fun. It's not a fun ride. Not a fun ride. And it does happen, and we may see that out of this. So, I mean, just be prepared for that idea. The 21 moving average here on the weekly is also down at the 786. So I'm taking this as a lot of confluence that these 2 areas may actually be coming into play here. meaning that we'd probably lose this little line I've got, come down to 60 and maybe even down to 30. I'm just saying, it could happen. We don't know what's going to happen in the next few months, especially, you know, it's not always up and up in ways like Superman. No, we come down and people take profits and then they sell off, distribute. We come back, we accumulate, we wash, rinse, repeat. We do this again. So, and if you do come down to TRB, I'm going to own you. I am so going to own you. Yeah. Let me get my second chance at you, baby. I promise I'll treat you better this time. I respect you more. I won't sell you all off at $23. I pimped you out. I'm sorry. And you showed me, because you high class. I let you slide through my fingertips. So, you know, it may piss some people off, but I like seeing it at $99. I want to be a bear on this. I want to get me some. Guys, I've lost my chat box again. Let's see if we pop this box up here one more time. T.I. Striga says the OP took off. May have to take a look at that one. You know, I've got some of that, but I just didn't go all crazy on it. And a lot of people, you know, that was the big theme when shortly after, I don't know, it got a lot of hype and a lot of people were building big bags of it, but I didn't like the tokenomics about it that well to go do all crazy in it. But I do have a little bit of that too. Just holding on to. Maybe I'll use it on the chain or something. And Road Dog disappeared. Yes, I did. Blind Apes. Now, is that an NFT? Or are you talking about the news? When they're going to make that token? Oh, blind. I got it. That was humorous. That was actually clever. So Blind Apes with the UV rays from whatever convention or something that they had there. And then the Blind Ape token. That's funny. I like that. I got that. Still got a little bit of glare back there, huh? Yeah, my flag beat backward. It's always the technical difficulties. Oh well. It's as good as this filter is going to get, I believe. Striga says, I just get out too soon and don't let it ride. I have a tendency to hang on to things if I like them. But if I'm, well, even when I'm trading, I have a tendency to hold on to them. But I do see that, you know, some people always selling, you know, well, it's easy to sell too early in some of these projects though. Especially if you rode it to the downside a little bit, and then when you get in a little bit of profit, your biases kick in and you just want nothing to do with it because you've been fed up for that downward ride, not really seeing all the up movement that could possibly come from beyond that. Well, that measure move is done hit. Let's go with the big boy measure move, which looks like it is hit. Yup. Just this measure move and that one, and that turned out to be a nice target there. So pullback is necessary, and then after that pullback, we might see $208. The 4 hour is like, I'm done. I'm done. So as far as shorting or something like that, we're going to bounce off the 200 here. So probably come back up to the 100 moving average. This breakout point, 114. We went over this earlier today, right? Because I was trading that. That's right. Earlier today in the stream, I actually made that trade. I'm not in it now. I got stopped out. But it was a nice ride. Yeah, 282% with that. Let's see. Yeah, I got it at 90 and I got it at 103, which is less than where we are now. So it looks like, yeah, I don't see the retest. It almost looked like we had the retest there on the bigger time frame. But I still think we can come up here to 113 in that area and then get a further drop, but she may be dropping now. What are you doing? She's trying to regain this 9 moving average. If it does, then we're coming up for a retest. And that would be retest on the 1 hour, it'd be retesting the 221, and that's right around 116. Still looking for that short idea to come down, and man, with a $69 target, what would that look like? There may be a short play here. What I'd like about it is that you can put a tight stop loss in that situation, and then you got a target down here. That's a good risk reward ratio. It's almost 10 to 1 with the 4% stop loss. So even just on spot alone, that's pretty nice. That's 40% gain if it comes up here in this area, and you get in at this area about 115. We'll see if that plays out. ILV is alluvium. And alluvium's just been on a tear too. Look at it at $93. Juicy, juicy, juicy. I like it. On the daily, it's like it just went straight up. Will it come up to $107? That would be cool if it did. And then we could confirm maybe a double bottom and just get a really, really nice, juicy, juicy move from that. Bump it up at another level and start working toward $176 for alluvium, which is not crazy because what we've been here, that's actually where we had a hiccup. Confluence right there. Oh, I did that wrong. Confluence right over here with this area where we had a little hiccup. So that's nice too. So long term, I'm looking for this area right here, and I may moonbag. I may choose that to moonbag my point is, I can't remember when I started building it. It was when I was over on KuCoin. But I didn't get as big of a position. The bag's growing now, and I like that. So that's why I may wait for more than just a 2x to moonbag that little guy, because I'm confident this one will definitely go up. So I'd be looking for something to flag out there and eventually come up. Although it may get rejected there, we'll just have to keep an eye on it. It looks nice. The daily chart looks strong. It's above the 9 moving average on the daily, above the 9 moving average on the 4 hours. So until that changes, we're up, baby. We're up. I don't care. We got bearish divergence there, but until we break that 9 moving average, it don't matter. It don't matter. We may get 2 or 3 instances of that if this thing continues parabolic. And there might be an argument that it broke out of a channel. That argument might be made there. So I'm going to clean up some of these lines on this chart here that I don't think we need anymore. But nice parabolic move, and the moving averages is fanned out. That's what we're seeing on a lot of them. That's what you want to see. That's exactly what you want to see. I think it's got potential to keep coming up to about $108 right now. I think. You should never say I think. I say that's a bunch of bull crap. If you don't think, how you going to process all this information? That's baloney. Rune is making daddy very, very happy. Root is turning out to be one of my biggest bags right now with all this crazy move up, man. Because I know what Root can do, so I did want to definitely have a good bag that I can peel off some, sell off little by little, and not feel like I gave up all my bag in the profit taking seg. It's a nice one to write up. It's a nice one to work with. Falling wedge pattern here, a shallow falling wedge, which they break up good. Thomas Fikowski says that they're one of the best ones, the shallow ones, because the steeper ones just don't have all the momentum. It was a little tricky at start, but we slowly made our way up. The measure move was hit a long time ago, and that was coming up right around this area, about what, 282. Never did come back to this juicy buy zone. It just kept on trucking after it broke this trend line here. Has not looked back. It hit 302, knocked that target out of the water. It hit 359, and look how well that fib played out. I mean, that was the area of resistance, and then it overcame that. And now it just blasted through 384. Where will it stop? And I got this nice area at 827. Now I like that. Keep going, Rune. You keep going. Get up to that target, baby. So now we're back to fib time. And what's the fib telling us? It's telling us that we're breaking above that 236 area. So it's making a run for it. Making a run for it. So 369 in that area needs to hold. Looks like it probably will since we broke to the upside, because it's just a shame if you break to the downside. I don't see anything saying that's going to happen, because the indicators are saying we are still hot to try it, still good to go. Rune, next target, $5.55. Now, whoops. What did I just do there? I'm going to take this. This was another Fibonacci we got a different way. I think it's a 127. It's right up there with our 618, so I'm just going to convert it over. So we got confluence in that area, so 848. Definitely good area to shoot for, in my personal opinion. Rune, even from here, even if this area at 369, if we stay there, and that's kind of where we level off at right now and find it for support, going up to the next level is 52, right about 50% gains, make it up to the 618, even from that area. What I'm trying to say is if we start ranging through here, $3 Rune may still be a good deal, or 350 Rune may still be a good deal, and you could still make some good gains just up to 848. Folks, we still got 18 months or more left in this bull cycle, in this cycle, so there's lots of time for highs and new highs, and selling yourself out short too early, well, on your serious bags, you may not want to make that mistake, and it would be easy. It would be easy. I'm not saying just diamond hand everything. That trend line crazy, but you want to try to get big enough position to where you can just peel it off a little at a time and still have your most solid positions when we start getting into the heat of the bull market. So, and that can be, taking some profit and then waiting for the big steep pullbacks to buy back in and build that position back up now that you can buy more at a lower price. That's the whole game plan. So as we start moving up to some of these targets, those are some good areas to pull a little bit out, and then eventually we are going to get a bigger correction. But the 618 areas, those are some good ones to look for a pullback, and a great one to consider for taking profit, especially to do that. So I pay a lot of attention to those guys. Guys, I lost my chat. Let me pull that thing back up. OP, yeah, we did not look at OP. I gotta look at that one, right? Can you talk about Solana? I can. We got, yo, it's Remy No Limits. All right, welcome to the show, man. And Mindy, it was going to ham and I missed that. Did it? I haven't looked at that one in a minute. All right, so what were we looking? We were looking at something before that, right? OP, it was OP, right? Optimism on the daily. So basically a double bottom scenario here, right? Let's get some of this old stuff off of here. So we broke above the 200 moving average, and the other ones are starting to follow suit there. That's extremely bullish. It'll be especially bullish when the blue one crosses that, but it's not ready to do that. That'll probably be a week or two away. We're confirming this double bottom now, so that's hot. I want to get rid of all this noise. I got a blue line there. That's a measure move. 192. I want to try to remember that. Redraw that. 192. So right here, we're right now getting ready to confirming this pattern, double bottom. And from here, we got one of two things that are going to happen. We can get rejected here and then kind of flag back and then come back and make another run for it. Or we can come above and flag and confirm this and then break out. I'd prefer to see that. So I'm hoping this 192 area will hit, and that's what we do. But once we do confirm that, what are we looking at? We're basically looking at this area here, about 246, 248. It's pretty juicy. So everybody that missed OP when it was down at $1.20, it was down at 90 cents at one point. Where was that? Was that way over here? December last year? I think that's when I filled my bags. That means it did a... I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I did. I don't know what I have is from back then or not. Anyway. If we flag out at the top here, that's getting in at, what is this, 176, 178, 180, somewhere through there. Well, coming up to our next target there, it's 39% gains over time. So we got it moving, and it's just gonna, it's just it's at that moment, make or break moment. We want to see it carry on above there. Pulling a Fibonacci, we're above the 236, and we are at the 382 area. That's where we got this green line right here. So that's where we got to get above now. If we don't, it's not terrible. We might come back in range between this 145 to 180. We break above it, and then again, we're going to start working on this 238, 246 area. So looks good. Looks good. Everything is starting to look good. It's just taking a little time, and I think November is going to be a good time for altcoins, and especially what we just saw recently. Just as a reminder, Bitcoin dominance coming down, total 3 going up, and also nasty US dollar break into the downside of this, not a bad pattern. It has a 55% chance to break to the upside. It took the downside. We could probably see a nice little move down on Tether dominance there too. It means our bags are going to keep pumping. That's what that means. Yo, watching with my mom. Hi, Mom. We'll keep it family friendly. She's invested in Solana. I was supposed to talk about Solana. Did I skip one? Make sure I'm not skipping anything. My attention span's about like this big. I forget things. Solana, I likes it. I likes it very much.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
He shops at Goodwill too. All right. All right, Solana's sitting at $47, which is awesome. We broke out of this rising channel, so that's extremely bullish in my opinion. It's a bearish thing. It's about the same as what you get with the rising wedge when you break to the upside. I'm expecting more parabolic movement out of Solana, even though we're coming up to the resistance area right here. 48, that is resistance. We've got a couple of things that could happen. It should blast through. That's what I'm looking for, because we're just taking the measure move for this channel, right? And that measure move alone says that, hey man, we should come up here right to about $53. We should blast through that. On the off chance that we don't, what could we be doing? Well, if we get rejected here, we're definitely going to retest an area. Hopefully stay above this. We need to stay above this trend line, so we don't want to see it come down below the 39. And we could come up and make this real funky kind of inverted head and shoulders, but that's kind of far-fetched in my personal opinion. This area over here might be an area of interest where we had resistance there before. That's interesting too. So we're also finding resistance on this old trend line that we broke back in September of last year. So I think that was in November, right when the FTX and all that stuff. That makes sense. Oh, I've never even looked at this before with the time. That's cool. Okay, so yeah, that was in November when FTX collapsed, and that's when Solana just went to hell in a handbasket, right? That's what it's been hard to, that's what it's just now recovering from. This is all the scars from there. If it can pull this off and get back above this area, that's huge. I mean, I'm looking at a parabolic move just from this guy, this pattern. This is a much bigger deal, right? This is a major, major trend line. For us to actually get up above that, after seeing this, this is major. The move will be huge. Now I got a target up here, 134. I don't know if that's, hey, there's my alarm. I don't know if that's the one that's immediately in play for this. Man. I'm going to zoom out to the weekly and get rid of some of the noise in there. Weekly is looking good. Money flow is coming to the upside, man. Solana looks very promising to me. I'm kicking myself for not wanting to touch it when it was $8 because I was stupid and biased, and you know, you let your emotions get to you. That, and I think I had all my dry powder just kind of wasted away in some other stuff. So I missed a good opportunity there, but hey, I'm doing okay. Those bags are all right. All right, let's take a look at the bigger picture then. And that's where we're getting these fib lines over here. Okay, that makes good sense there. So the one that we got to target next is $68 because the rule of the 236 on this bigger picture. We can't get above there. We're just going to rain sideways and be kind of lackluster board. And it may not make it his first attempt, quite possible. But that's ultimately where we're going to try to head to. And there may be some sideways and pullbacks, and you know, we may come back and see 40, but we're headed towards 68 here because we've got to tackle that one. Have to, got to. If we don't, then you know, we could come all the way back and do a big double bottom, and it could be a horrible sight, or not a horrible sight, but just not fun. The fun's on the way up, right? But once we do confirm that, we have to confirm this at 48 where we are, then at 68, and then we can start looking up, and then, you know, 105 to 134 up to 163 is where we're headed. And ultimately, if you wanted a moon boy target, maybe a good shot of where we might see in this bull run, one of those targets, higher targets, could be $328. The fibs don't lie, man. The fibs don't lie. Just from this move, yeah, that's on the table for where it can hit, and a little higher. So overall, big picture, as holding this for more of an investment, I like it. How can you not like it? Especially the people that bought it at $8, man. Shout out to you guys. But the big money likes this one. The VCs like this one. They're pushing that on them and they like it. So there's definitely going to be some money flow coming into it. They don't want to, whether we like it or not and think it's a piece of crap, and because it used to have problems getting stuck all the time, right? That was not good. But it looks like it's got enough backing behind it, even after all the debacle with FTX and Alameda Research. I think the big guys like it, and whatever their plan was for FTX, remember, they're wanting to keep that open, which tells me that they probably were working a plan anyway, especially with Serum Labs, which is another one of their plays that likes to synthesize assets. So taking stocks, synthesizing them, putting them on FTX where you can trade the stocks as tokens. That's the idea that I'm getting. That's where they were headed for with FTX before, but Serum started getting into trouble. And we used to have Tesla tokens and things like that, not from Serum, but from another place. Was it Mirror Labs? Pissed people off. Pissed the SC off bad. But in my opinion, I think that's what they are still trying to do with FTX. We're trying to tokenize stocks, and I think they're going to be one of the first movers to actually have tokenized stocks. And that's, that will change Wall Street. That will. It's a big thing. It's a big thing. And if they're going to go with Solana and projects on Solana to do it, maybe. Oh, Mindy, or Marinade. I call it Mindy. It's Marinade. I like to call it Mindy. It's like a pet name. Man. Man, oh man. That's nice. Oh, we got to pay that some respect. And it's still going. Oh my gosh. She is still going. Look, money flow is just now coming into the green here on the daily. It's got the green lights to go. This is a buy high and sell higher opportunity. High risk, but it looks like it's still got more. There's some more steam there, man. That's awesome. And I have not near one of these. I was in it before though. I think it was the KuCoin thing. I had to cut a lot of my positions over at KuCoin with the migration, and so I lost some of the bags I was planning on working with. That's why you need multiple exchanges. Don't just depend on one. You have to get that out there. You got to spread some things across some exchanges, because not everyone's going to have things, for one thing. And you get some different opportunities. Bitmart is one that has a good Bitmart, Mexi, and KuCoin. All three that have a good variety of coins to go with. Mexi is really open with us right now, so I like that. Bitmart, your KYC is just say your name and what country you come from. That's your first level of KYC. Your second level, you have to pull out the documentation, like your license or something, but it's got to match whatever you said first. If it doesn't match whatever said first, you're not going to get that second level. But they really don't care what that level is. The closest choice that I had was US Virgin Islands, and now I can trade on Bitmart. You can do spot. That's all you can do. You can just do spot with that level. And that's, that's all you need. That's all you need to make life-changing money. You don't need the crazy leverage. The leverage just, it's just to trap you in. Your people that made the life-changing money, that wasn't how they did it. Not saying that nobody did. I mean, we saw Ben Armstrong, gamble his way up from 100,000 to $1 million, but that was that was when you threw a rocket at Bitcoin and it was still going up. There was, that was that perfect timing of the market. He did it though. You gotta give him props for that. Can he do it again though? Oh. All right, so marinade's, it's hot. It's up there. Definitely, well, I was going to say it's not worth buying yet, but look, we just broke out to new ground here. That's. She looks like, she does look like she still wants to go. Where can you go, marinade? Or marinade? Now, I think this is a finance coin, right? Marinade Finance, I think. We're probably headed to, looks like we're headed to the 618 is at 26 cents. So we're about 4.5 cents away from that guy. And that's a good area to get some rejection and get a pullback. Wouldn't be surprised if that's as far as it goes before it does get a pullback. If that is where he gets a pullback, let's do a little fortune telling here. If that's where we top out at, then maybe we can get in for anyone wanting to get in it and maybe ride the rest of the way up. About 12 cents, 12.5 cents at that 618 Fibonacci. That's an idea to think about, and it could come back and retest an area that it found support on there, and that looks very probable to me. And then I believe you actually get much higher. We would be looking at the 414 here at about 32 cents. Right in that area. Could be. We're just kind of, this is kind of forecasting. This is kind of like forecasting the weather. It can change. So what did I just do there? What kind of move would that be for that to play out? 130%? Hell yeah! Let's see if we can get in that situation and get rejected here at 26 and come back to there. That might be interesting. I need to put an alert, or else I will totally never remember. So I'll put alert on that box so it will let me know. Trigger says, I got too greedy thinking it'll dip more. And it got away from me, road dog. Trigger, it happens, baby. It does. TRB got me. Got me too. We're going to miss out on some of them. We can't catch them all, but the ones we do catch, oh, they can be so good to us. Trigger says, got back in at 12 and sold at 16 thinking to cool off before running. Oh, on this one, I can see why. So we got in. Oh, we got back in at 12 and sold at 16. So, well, that's good. You caught the bottom of this flag. And where was 16? Oh, right on that move. That was a nice flag. We can actually take a measure move from that. Strega, you are being a right-hand man because I wasn't planning on doing this. I was totally skipping over this. But this is worth doing. Just doing the old pattern trade to get target, which gives us confluence right here at this area at 618. You may get a chance to buy it again about 12-14 cents, Strega. So no harm. And I may be right there with you when it comes back there. There is this crazy chance. Jeez, that's like an extended measure right there, but it could happen. But she's definitely taking off. A lot of them are, man. A lot of them are. But our bags are pumping. Man, I've been very pleased with how far things have come up. and just pleased with the idea of knowing that they still got further to go with what we're seeing happening over here. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of us that will be kicking ourselves for selling out of some early, and especially if we're underwater with them for a while. That's going to be one of the biggest triggers to make us just want to get out as soon as possible, or take the first little amount of profit. And I've had some of those, and I don't know. It's just what we feel. You probably feel that way about some of your coins too, or maybe you don't. FTT, go figure, man. We will look at it. I never trusted it then, and I don't trust it now. And anyone that's sitting here buying all of this, the big money that's buying it, I would not trust whatever they would want to do with it. I just wouldn't. But there's the big target right there, the Caroline Ellison mark right there. We'll gladly buy whatever you want to sell at $22. And then that's when everybody said, "What? Oh?" She just gave it away right then. Wells were smart in saying, They have to maintain $22 or else they collapse. And that's what they did. As soon as they lost that, it was over. Alameda and FTX deflated like a pop balloon. So that would be a nice ride up. It may do it, man. That's the sad thing. It will probably do that 9 to 10x right there. It is a 10x move from where we are. Well, almost. We're at $3 now. So about a 9x for anybody that's got the guts to give it a try. It's got signs that it may be something, because money flow is starting to come up to the upside. Gosh. See, and this is how I was feeling about Solana when it was at $8 too. This is how I was looking at it. So am I going to kick myself for not getting FTT at 309? Because apparently it looks like the bigger money has an agenda. And when the big money has an agenda, they usually get their ways. So, dang it. I want to have to think about buying FTT. I can't believe this. Striker says it's on the radar. Yep, yeah, it is. We're going to add it right over here. We're going to start watching it. And Pendle was a grand slam. I've still got my bag of Pendle. I think it's been doing okay. Oh, nice. Ooh, I'm getting the sleepies. That's all been recently too, hasn't it? Pendle's coming up to our target. Did you hit my target? Not quite. I got a target of 122. Of course, it's a zone, so taking profit, you can run early. But what's the deal after this? Oh hell, we're not far from getting into price discovery. If this is the full chart on Pendle, then that could be wild. So here's the deal: if Pendle gets bullish enough, I mean it's a big if because he's pretty extended. Doesn't mean it's going to happen now. He may get a pullback down here before anything happens. Or it may just do something, and keep, who knows? We're not fortune tellers. We just kind of go with the probabilities. Probabilities are this freaker's up. This coin is way up too high. It's too hot, too extended. The indicators be burning, man. Ooh, she's on fire. On fire. Now remember to take that off this time. But if this scenario happens, man, we go into price discovery. We'd be like Caspa. Pendles has been on my radar, and I wasn't in it early, but I just kept seeing it on coin over here on the year. It's up 3,000% on the year, and it's just been a strong mover. And so I had to dip my toes in the water there, and now I'm glad I did. I would say that my degen plays are finally looking good. I had them all on my Tangem wallet, most of them, and the rest of them are on MEXC. My Tangem wallet has about 2.5x'd from the plays I've got on there. So I'm very pleased with what's happening right now. So Pendle, it's a rockin'. If she's going to pull back, where would she pull back to, though? We have to imagine that that would be her top. That 382 would be a great place. Either here or there. If it catches there, we might get a run up to 139. You know, a faster move. If it comes back to the 618, we got, I mean, it's still good, but it'll take a little bit longer. Kind of loses the strength of the moves. So keep an eye on that. Go Pendle, you go to $5, baby. I don't care. Just go straight there. You can. I will not get mad at you. I will root you on. I will say, yeah, baby. I will support you. I got your back, Kendall. Go to $5. Go to 100. Make daddy ecstatic. Fortune sellers. Strager, you're clever. Strager's clever. All right, good night, everybody. It is 12:30. We will check back in tomorrow night. 10:30, 11, probably 11. It just seems to work out better in the long run. And see what's going on. And one of these days, China will be right along with us during this stream. And man, oh, those were the good old days, staying up late night playing against China, trading against China. I like that. Hope to see those days again. God bless you. Stay positive, man. I mean, you guys deserve the gains that you're getting right now, man. You guys deserve that. So pat yourself on the back just for being brave enough to be in crypto at the right times, man. Most people are not still brave enough to take it. A lot of people still sitting on the sideline and missed all these moves because they were too afraid to deploy their capital when at those good prices, at those lows when you didn't want to touch it, and you guys did. So you're doing it right. I'm very proud of you guys, and I hope each and every one of you makes that life-changing money that you need, and just make a better life for your family and everything, because the world is going to hell, and we need some stability in our life. And it's odd to see that what was once one of the most volatile markets would become the source of our freedom and our stability. All right. Good night, everybody. Got on a rant there. Tangem.
If you like what you see, then please subscribe, eh? And if you like what we do, then smash that like button too. And if you love to drag your glow, leave a comment down below. I like road dog crypto. I like road dog crypto. I like road dog crypto. Road dog.